అవును ఉంటుంది కదా, అలాగే ఉందని చెప్పి అన్నారు. అవును 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 కరెక్ట్ కరెక్ట్ కదా, కరెక్ట్ కదా. ఉమ్. ఇది ఒక విధంగా ప్రాబ్లమే. కరెక్ట్. అదే కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా బేసికల్గా ఏం చేయాలంటే కొంచెం ఆ ప్రాసెస్ జాగ్రత్తగా ఆలోచించి చేసుకుంటే మంచిది. ఉమ్. సో అదేంటంటే గమ్మున కంగారు పడకుండా, ఆ, ఆ, ఎందుకంటే ప్రధానమైన విషయం ఏంటంటే
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
I was waiting because we have announced yesterday about 5:10,
No, no,
but
no.
in
We
no
didn't.
problem, sir. We can start now.
No,
Yes,
no. I just squeezed the time, so I
right,
didn't
sir.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful for you. Wonderful of you, sir, that you could make it in time,
I,
sir. So I'll introduce. Uh, so teaching during these times are witnessing a paradigm shift from maximum physical classrooms to largely virtual classrooms. To continue with our discussion on being future ready, we have with us Professor K. Srinivas with us today. Welcome to you, sir. He is head ICT and project management unit in National Institute of Education Planning and Administration, that is NEPA, which is a Government of India Ministry of HRD institution located in New Delhi. He's having more than 30 years of experience in teaching, research, industry, consulting, and various other. He, being a valuable resource person, has conducted multiple FDPs at various prestigious universities like JNU, Jamia Millia. These are just to name a few. So we have deliberately kept your profile brief, although we have seen that there are lot more credentials. He has also written various books and conducted various workshops on e-learning and also the blended form of learning, MOOCs, etc. So, welcome to you, sir. And it is really gracious of you of accepting the invite. And I had, on the behalf of Geeta Ratan, welcome you. And we hope we are going to learn a lot from you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you,
Over
Dr.
to you, sir.
Sheetal. Yeah. Thank you very much. And friends, I expressed my sincere gratitude to Dr. Hoti, the director, and Gita Ratan Institution for providing me the opportunity to share my uh, thoughts on practical, day-to-day, real-time experiences, which I just want to share it with you. Friends, since morning 9 o'clock, I've been speaking, so I don't want to stress myself too much, and because there is a National Law University workshop going on, but I don't mind continue for another 4 or 5 hours. So the actually the theme which was given to me for this 2 hours is one is about uh, the digital initiatives of government of India is one part, and building the competencies of the teachers, because basically that is where last more than 100 plus days and up to 12 to 14 hours I've been speaking. So why it is required? What is greatness in this one to build the competencies of the teachers? And fine. We have been hearing that some PowerPoint upload karo, some video you can put it, and some assessment can be done. What matters? Naturally, it won't matter prior to post COVID. Now it matters now, because and pre-covid period, yes, we have been doing some online teaching kind of a things, but during the covid time, it has taught us a lot, whether we call it as a opportunity or kind of a threat, but it gives us a lot to do that. Okay. So during this 2 hours time today, and of course I'll be with you for next tomorrow again, 2 hours between 5 to 7. Thank you very much for the organizers to accommodate me, because I just finished my class with National Law University, one of the National Law University, at 4:50, and I just had a quick cup of tea, and I rest back. Thank you very much, and which they accommodated me. And even tomorrow also, I may request to start the session just 10 minutes late, so that I need a little breathing time. But I assure you that whatever intensity I taught in the morning, I'll continue the same thing. Okay. So, since there are three aspects I need to cover today, and let me give you a small, quick orientation, and with the sharing of the screen now, and one more important thing, friends, because there are three people are using my internet connectivity at home. Because three live classes are going on, I mute my micro webcam, but still my microphone was very much on, and if you have any doubts and other things, please post it in the chat box, and I'll definitely try to see that I could able to handle that. So the first part of my discussion, probably I will take a half an hour time, and on the building the competencies of the teachers for this online teaching. Why this building the competencies of online teaching is important, and followed by in this because the schedule I've just followed by a delivery platform. So I hope I will try to make up, because since morning around 8 hours I taught the entire thing, but I'll try to do the same thing within 2 hours with you all. Why the building the competencies of teachers is very important, as I already mentioned initial my remarks. So it is the need of the hour, and naturally the students and the parents and new entrants, please try to understand, and new admissions, because now everybody has an awareness now, and people are looking for what type of training is being imparted. So what are the things are happening, and what should be happen, that's what I mean to say in this session. Let me start with a positive note of what Albert Einstein is said. I quote, I do not teach anyone. I only provide the environment in which they can learn. So, and this particular thing will be aptly suited to this current environment. So, what is, because we need to, as a teacher, we need to set up the environment, even though he must have talked about the conventional classroom teaching. But when it comes to the online, even the same thing applies for the conventional. But let's try to superimpose these things in our normal classroom, the online classroom, where environment is very much important. The teacher has to set up the environment, number one, and ensure that learning happens. So these are the two important things. So the teacher must be having the desired competencies to set up the environment, number one, and to set up that environment, what are the things required? Hardware, software, resources, pedagogy, technology, and all other things. The third important thing is so that learning happens. So how do we ensure that learning happens? These are all very important things which we see. Okay, I agree the idea, and many of the faculty, because whatever I've been speaking, and I'm a practitioner of all these things for the last so many years, and last 10 years I've traveled length and breadth of this country to conduct this kind of training programs on online teaching, learning, assessment for the last so many 3 to 5 days in many institutions. That's only because of passion. I am a professor of computer science. I work for a institution where social science and humanities are being taught. But these are all my passion. That's all. Nothing. I travel extensively across India, many of the cases. So what is important in this case is people have been saying, "Arey kaun si badi baat hai?" Typically, that was the case. So you see just what Elvin Toffler has said. What is important to sustain is learn, unlearn, and relearn. What you know is not important. Have you got updated? Have you got upgraded? And having a big, like for example, one of my closest friend, I don't want to name him, he's a well-known academician and a very good writer, but the first day, first month, he was totally upset with the moment online. He told me that I don't want to take up this. I said, relax, don't take up. If your mind is not supporting online teaching, don't take up. अरे 30 तारीख तो तनख्वाह तो मिल रहा है ना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? My only point is when I said this kind of words, somehow it touched him. And one day he came, even though we are maintaining the social distance, and I said, okay, आप घर चले जाओ, मैं बता. Believe me, friends, night around 1 o'clock we started. Next day morning till 6 o'clock, everything using the platform, the Meet platform. I explained one after. 5 5.5 घंटा. Believe me, he started improvising. So what is important to me, the learn, unlearn and relearn is very important point. The third important factor, especially in this scenario, as told by Dr. Spencer Johnson in his book Who Moved My Cheese, is change. Because whether we accept it or not, and this corona has taught us, and corona has taught us that we had to change, otherwise you can become extinct. So what I'm trying to say, that what is extinct means nobody is not going to remove you. But what they say, that you, as far as the academic work is concerned, you will be out. So at the earliest, absorb it. At the earliest, learn. At the earliest, sensitize it, and try to enjoy it. Very very importantly, if you don't enjoy it, you may not feel it as if it is being done. Okay, so these are the first three important points which I just want to bring to your kind attention. So setting up of the environment, number one, and ensuring the learning happens. And third important thing is, so the teacher has to play a major role. And whatever you learn is not static, it needs to be updated on a regular basis. Because having an excellent content knowledge or domain knowledge is may not be excellent in online teaching. Understand carefully. And first and foremost thing, you should be a good subject expert, no doubt about it. Good communicator. Lot of patience and perseverance required. सामने वाले तो हम कहते हैं मोबाइल फोन वो वेबकैम बंद करो, नहीं करेंगे. माइक्रोफोन बंद करो, नहीं करेंगे. खासकर टीचर ये नहीं कर रहे, बच्चे क्या करेंगे? So what I'm trying to say, that these are all the experiences. Okay, and always, I never take an ideal situation. Even today morning when I was talking somewhere, somebody is shouting at home. All these things we have been hearing, and I politely, finally I called. No, please, does not looks nice. Entire India is listening to your lecture. So my point is, intentionally nobody want to do it, but we never accepted, we never know what need to be done. And yesterday already, Dr. Sheetal, I have already mentioned, this is my learning management system portal. And of course, I gave some portion for a general resource sharing option like this. And of course, my students are also very much here in this workshop, in this portal. And there are three important things. How do I teach pre-COVID time, and even the during COVID time, and even post-COVID also I'll continue to do. Because why I've been telling, it was so simple and so effective. I never felt much difficulty as such to migrate from pre to post and all these things. Because not because I'm a technical person, and not because I'm a professor of a computer science. Because first and foremost thing, I have accepted the change, and I already initiated all these things long back. What are the first thing we did? So I divide the classroom interaction. I'm talking about the pre-COVID period, facing face-to-face classroom interaction, plus the resource sharing and internal assessments and discussion forum, two different things. I never included both the things. So, and the pedagogy, even though of course the classroom lecture and chalk and talk method, but I ensured that in such a way that before coming to my class, my students should go through the material which I have been provided, ensure they discuss among themselves, because since there is a week time, with the help of moderation from the teacher, and take a small test and come to my class. This is what the process which I've ensured long back. And so in the pre-COVID period, when this was happened, when suddenly the lockdown period was happened, the sharing of the resources, which ensures the self-study, which ensures the learners learning on their own pace, space and time, ensures the collaborative learning among among my learners, ensuring the support, virtual support is continuing. So what happened, after 3 days of the reading material, I could able to access my, I could able to come contact. Yes, if my students can able to understand after providing that reading material, if they can able to understand the basics, then I will move on to the advanced level. If they couldn't able to understand the basics, surely I will explain the basics, then I'll move to advanced level. So after the basics and advanced level, I'll move to the application level. Like we have been doing all these things in a typical scenario. This site is meant for that, and I have not spent a single pie on this. It is everything free, everything free, and only just my effort of doing all these things, collecting the so much material and aligning. I play with my students, and also I believe in my students, and I also give a positive vibration to my students, saying that look, you, as per my understanding of the topic, this is what I have provided for you. If you find better than that, you can do it. So that's kind of a flexibility, freedom I provide with the help of this portal to my students. Okay, and yes, the problems. One of the like what is the problem with COVID, which provide for is it? So it enforced the technology mediated teaching and learning. Yes. And what are the issues? First of all, the issue is about the pedagogy. What pedagogy is going to be adopted? Number two, and because there is no clarity on the pedagogy, people took Zoom as a source of online teaching. Online teaching matlab Zoom ka matlab online teaching. No, that is not everything. Yes, it is a wonderful synchronous platform where the teachers can, and many institutions still doing. This is what, friends, I've been saying that, but that's not everything. I want to bring to your kind attention. And then second important thing is instructional design. What instructional design is going to be followed, that is one of the important part of that. And the third important thing is about learning outcomes, because yes, you need to conduct a lot of tests and procedures. So what kind of tests need to be conducted? And again, this is a big issue and concern as such. Yes, so what the need of the hour, what I mean to say, let's make this one as an opportunity and relevant to the present situation. So what is our job? Engage the learners continuously, and if it is online, fine. But if it is online is not comfortable, because try to understand, the clients also should be having the similar environment. You must be having a very good high-end gadgets. If the clients are not having it, may be a problem. And convenient form, and of course adapting the change. So this is the first change about the pedagogy which I am talking about, the methodology of teaching, and which and research says it has got excellent way of doing it. This is a flip mode of a classroom. In the conventional, you teach on the left hand side, and in the flip mode, you have been doing in another side as such. To ensure the online classroom correctly, what is important is resources. Okay, so resources play a major role as far as the online teaching is concerned. It could be the Swayam, India's first MOOCs platform, Swayam Prabha, India's first 32 free DTH channel, National Digital Library, EPG Pathshala, open educational resources. There are so many options are available. So what is important is, why should we, all these things are important, and how do we go about it? The action plan, I think the earlier speakers must have already spoken for you, but I talk this thing, action plan, to build the competencies of the teachers for online teaching. First important competency is continue from where you have stopped. Because I think we have already started, the new semester was started. So where it should be started, and how do we start it, what need to be done. Second important thing, provide the reading material. So where is the reading material available? Where is the video content available? And what are the options? Of course, ON online is the first one, and of course we can send through email, even the WhatsApp also. Please don't mistaken me. And online is everything online in this country. But yes, learning management system is a different, completely you can capture the complete life cycle of a student. And the third important competency the teachers has to bring, as explained here, provide the OER links to the learner for the further study. So why should we provide OER link? First of all, what is an OER links? Where the OERs are available? What is that concept is all about? And what is the hands-on? I'm going to give you some hands-on exercise also, so that we can do it today, even for it helps for tomorrow. and develop the video contents, video lectures. Yes, many times what happened, the content which is available may not, maybe too high or too low, and of course our students may not get absorbed, and many other issues are there. So many times you may be thinking that yes, I can create this kind of a video. And I must tell you today, the National Law University, one of the professor, she's telling me in the beginning, sir, I was little slow learner. I said, madam, आपसे भी मैं slow हूँ, ऐसी कोई दिक्कत नहीं आती. But the lady, sir, I can tell you, friends, the way and the way she has created the environment that are fabulous. So what is important is, and just now while speaking to you, she sent a message to me saying that, Professor, you have opened another world altogether, and I'll explore it. I said, yes, I'll be there for next 30 days with them. So what I'm trying to say that this is the need of the hour. So training is important, and as long as you have been training, I can tell you one thing. It is my complete with my own experience. I'm telling. When the captive environment things have been explained, it looks pretty simple. हमें लगता है खासकर अरे कौन सी बड़ी बात है यार, तो कर देंगे, ऐसा ऐसा ही बता रहे. When you implement that on that same quality, then you find the difference. There you require the support. So training and after the training support are very, very, very important. Okay. And the last competency, assessments. What type of assessments can be created and how do we go about it? Some of the quick questions my faculty members are asking me for the last almost more than 100 plus days is, so I thought maybe I'll start with that one so that you can get the things much easily and comfortably. The first and foremost thing, yes, hardware exposure, very important. Whether you are using a laptop, whether you are using a desktop, whether you are using a what I say mobile phone, and on how to use the webcam, how to use the microphone, and you know what of checks and balances need to be ensured. That is very, very, very important. But it is one of the important component of all, but it's not everything. Second question, this live interaction platforms or we synchronous platforms like Zooms, Google Meets, Jitsi is a free. And Google Meet, those who are having a Gmail account, if you're associated with G Suite for Education, it is free. We are all using it, and without investing a single pie, because right now that, and the question is, are they enough for online teaching? I said no, they are not enough for online teaching. Yes, it is one of the important component of your online teaching. It supports classroom like scenario situation, so that what happened when it looks like it's a classroom, it works on that. Okay, but because when this actual process was started, it looks like because there is no other option available, and everybody started thinking that yes, this is the only way, and no because everybody started using it. And but what happened, it's a synonym online teaching in the COVID time. Online Zoom is a online synonym for online teaching? No. Yes, it is a very important component where both the teacher and students are available. But what about the other? And of course, you need to reading material, reference material, collaborative learning, self-study, and conducting the internal assessments, conducting the discussion forum kind of a things. What to do? Yes, the point number three is very much needed, and it's basically again this is not enough for online teaching. It is also one of the important component block which connects the online teaching. Like Moodle you can use, but Google Classroom, even Canvas, all three are free open source. Not even invest single pie on that. I never invested any pie on this, and I've been telling that the things are already available and we can make use of it. What it does basically, it supports self-study, it supports space and time, it supports the collaborative learning, it supports the device independent. So yes, it supports, and there are the features are there. But what is important is, as a teacher, during this kind of a workshops, You need to explore. You need to explore that what are things to be done. Okay, it's not, I think many times I've been hearing that there are a lot of rhetoric. अरे ये हो जाएगा वो हो अरे होगा क्या बता दो. That's very important. And it is a continuous process, and many times it works sometimes very fast, sometimes it may not work pretty fast. Teacher, next fourth point is very very important, because all these things should be done by the teacher. Teacher is indispensable to the online teaching. And I think I'm not to foresee any immediate situation like AI is taking care of all these things. No. अरे अभी तक आधा 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 लोगों के पास व्हाट्सएप नहीं है, आधा लोगों के पास स्मार्टफोन नहीं है. All these things cannot happen. Of course, we have a lot of divergence at this country. Yes, it may happen, but even though teacher plays a major role, without teacher nothing is going to happen, friends. And I may be excused that many times people are saying, "Arey, ye sari cheez without teacher hai jate." No, it never. If you want to have a quality teaching learning process, whether conventional, whether online, whatever it may be, but teacher is important. Teacher training is very important, and capacity building of the teacher on a regular intervals. Give them training, give them some freedom, then afterwards make them accountable. Not like that एकदम से होने के बाद आप करके दिखाओ, करके बेचारे क्या करेंगे अभी. And it's a new world altogether. Okay, and why they're talking about the videos and e-text? Because in one of the model which is readily available in front of us is the Swayam platform. Swayam platform is India's first MOOCs platform, where courses are available. Courses are designed, developed, delivered, assessed using this 4-quadrant approach. That is the pedagogy which is being used by Swayam platform. So what I'm trying to say that so since they are using that platform, we can also use the similar pedagogy for our online teaching also. But the question comes here: do we need to create the content? Unfortunately, that kind of a mindset has been created by many of the faculty members. I said no. Initially, you need not create any content as such. As per the, just read for a minute, what are the between the two lines? So what it is said here? As per the course plan, as per your lesson plan, objectives and outcomes. First of all, try to find out the e-resources available from the Government of India sources and other quality OER content. That is second important thing. Okay, so where are the OER? I'm just coming in 2 minutes time. If the suitable content is not available, please try to understand, not available. I have underlined it because of this purpose only. And create the content using the simple tools. Don't get into too much about अरे लोग क्या कहेंगे. I always this is the question people have been asking me even today morning also. अरे सर ये वीडियो आप अपलोड, लोग क्या सोचेंगे हमारे. अरे why should they think about you? I fail to understand. And Adi Shankaracharya said long back, सृष्टि में कोई दोष नहीं है, अपने दृष्टि में दोष है. Why should you bother about what others are thinking? Whom should you bother? Your students. Whether it is conveying a message or not. As simple as that. Whether you could able to convey, the article which has been written and which you are facilitating your students' learning is helpful or not. As simple as that. Okay, you have prepared a small tutorial. Is it conveying the message? This is what precisely I've been telling today morning. It happened. Really, people have created a wonderful videos of around 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes. My point in this case is, it is very clear that you need to infuse the confidence on them, and you should confine to teaching learning process between students and teacher. That's not दुनिया क्या कहेगी. दुनिया तो कुछ भी करो, करते हैं कहते लेंगे. It will least bother about that. Question number 5. Yes, assessments plays a major role Without assessment, I think progression cannot happen. With assessment, not in terms of promoting. What I want to see, what are the issues, what are the challenges he's facing, that the student is facing, and where we need to reinforce, because he will be with us for 3 years, he will be with us for 5 years. If you talk about engineering for 4 years, and many courses, there are longevity they'll be doing, and this integrated law, yes, 5 years they will be with us. So you need to see that analytics, because I'm doing why I've been telling all these things. I'm part of the national NAC committee, many member, and I'm doing an academic audit also. So there are many aspects which I do. So we need to see that when we implemented the technology, all these things too. And there is again a big fuss about the assessments also. No, yes, you can do in a special scenario, in a special situation. Why don't we come out of our real time situations and do? People are talking about the proctored. Isme idhar mat move karo, udhar mat move karo. Are why are we doubting our students? That is the biggest fundamental thing. Can I tell you one small interesting thing? We have a buffet system. We have a normal serving system. Just leave it on a buffet. We'll eat less. We just keep it. We said, अरे दो पराठा दे देंगे आज मम्मा ने. अरे तीसरा पराठा खाने के लिए मन करता है. सारे पराठा को उधर ही रखो, गरम गरम उस वाले में. Then we will take only two, whatever जितना जरूरत है. So what I'm trying to say, that why don't we better, in my opinion, all these things are we need not doubt it. Yes, proctored is good, no doubt about it. But in a special situation like COVID, why don't we push everything so that everything can happen? Internet is not working many places, and we are all facing with difficulty as well. So it comes to the MCQs. What I can say, that why don't we create application level questions, more analytical kind of questions, more critical thinking kind of questions, less knowledge level questions? What is wrong in that one? But initially, to begin with, first week, first 15 days, first month, yes, give knowledge level questions and more knowledge, so that they will pumped up and he'll say, "Ha, yaar, mera ho gaya, ho raha hai, chal raha." You see the CLAT examination, you see the many other examinations, because I currently my daughter is preparing for that. I could able to see that how it is being done. LSAT, Elliot. What I'm trying to say, that they're all multiple choice based. Again, I'm telling you, this is a special situation. We should come out of that. And open book examination, yes, possible. The last one, which I've already told you in this case. So, what are the broad competencies which I've been talking about here? Good subject expertise. All these things can be having a good outcome if the teacher is having a good subject expertise. Everything is on their place if the expertise has to be produced into the online mode. That is where the skill is. Second, course planning and organization. We need to plan our course, online course. It's not automatically it happens. Verbal and non-verbal communications, collaborative teamwork, questioning strategies, involving students and coordinating their activities are some of the competencies. And other one which I already told you, that exposure on e-resources. For example, Swayam Prabha, all these things. OER, how do we search? How do we put it into perspective? What type of a lesson plan has to be made? All these things. And exposure on hardware, computer hardware, whether you call it as a webcam, microphone, desktop, all these things. And very importantly, synchronous tools. We should have a clarity on that. Dr. Sheetal? Yeah,
Yes.
my voice is audible and my screen is visible, right? No, not a problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Both are working fine.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you very much. So friends, these are all the competencies. And these competencies cannot acquired overnight. Please, very importantly. And we need to practice it on daily, because thanks to Corona, we have 24 hours at home. ठीक है, काम बढ़ गया. I'm not all. And people like me stretching too much. And as soon as I finished my class, and I just rushed out and fetched something, and again put it everything, and it's fine. But what I'm trying to say is whatever time which is available for us, I think maybe we don't get this kind of a time to adopt and adapt this kind of a new things. So it's time that should be utilized as such. Okay, and let me move on to this part. I'll just take so the template, the pedagogy is, which we have already said, and we need to design, develop, deliver, assess the online courses in the four quadrants. What are the four quadrant? Video lectures is first quadrant, e-text, assessments, and of course discussion forum. Now let's come to this resources part quickly, because the the initiative of Government of India, and there are two phases: prior to 2017 and after 2017. The first digital initiative with Government of India started, because it's Swayam, where I involved from the beginning itself, is India's first MOOCs platform, where courses are designed, developed, delivered, and assessed in four quadrants for students as well as the faculty members. Initially, it was started for the students, and of course, UGC, AICT, and other regulations are also supporting all these things. And finally, the students have started joining. They started taking that 20% of the credits from the courses, and yes, these courses were given to the institutions. And there is and there are two institutions in the school education. There are three institutions like non-teaching undergraduate, non-teaching management, non sorry management undergraduate, and management engineering. Of course, we have post graduation also. All these streams are there: management, engineering, and non-technical. There are institutions, we call it as a national coordinators. So why I've been talking about all this, they have so many courses available, and these courses are available in archival mode. So for your online course, one of the source of information is the courses available in the Swayam platform. That is very, very important thing, and first important part. The second important thing is about this Swayam Prabha. Swayam Prabha is India's first free DTH channel, where again the same thing, the 32 free DTH channels are available. And recently, in 1 month back, the Honorable Finance Minister of Government of India has announced that 7 more channels are going to be added into that. So Swayam Prabha is also having a good quality live lectures, good quality archived material, which could be a very good source for resources for your online course which you are planning. The third important digital initiative is National Digital Library. And many of you must be thinking that why should I take the sources from there? Because creating the content and everything from the fresh is not the need of the hour, because the content is already available. What is it required for us? Acquire the necessary skills, have a lesson plan, try to map those things for your class, so that and why should we map all these things? कई बार लोग ये भी पूछते हैं, हाँ सर ठीक है, मैं YouTube पे लिंक दे दिया, बच्चे पढ़ेंगे. What is the guarantee that what are the how do you measure that the issues and challenges if the students are having in while accessing the content in YouTube? And everyone, I'm not talking about the policing business here. I want teaching learning is an art. And when we all started our teaching career, what we was told very clearly: teaching is an art, teaching is a science, teaching is both. And what is important is you need to have a different passion, and you need to have a different patience and attitude altogether. You want to be a good teacher, and you need to strive. Jivamodi, good is a four-worded word, but you need to strive for the best. And that best could be the bar can increase many. So this resources which have been provided by the Government of India could be used for your class, so that you can take a very good out of it. And one more resource is EPG Pathshala. I think this is again excellent management courses, law courses are available, and you can make use of those things for your own class. And NROER, National Repository for Open Educational Resources. This is again one of the excellent platform created by the Government of India, NCRT. IIT Bombay spoken tutorial. Yes, we know very well that this is again such a platform which many of us are using for many years, and OER Commons. Now I've been slowly coming towards this OER because the next presentation and quickly so that I want to show you that how exactly the content can be checked and can be used in the OER Commons as such. And Fossey is another one. Sakshat is another one. Virtual labs. Again, there's a big fuss about no, practicals are very important. Without practical, yes. Now we never thought such kind of a situation, but IIT Kharagpur already built up this virtual labs. Amrita University is having an option. IIT Hyderabad is also having an option. Many of the triple IITs, many of the IITs are also coming out this kind of a situation. It's not a some kind of a website. It's a virtual lab. Being a professor of computer science, I know how difficult it is because you need bandwidth, you need dedicated, many things are required because I'm saying that these things are available now. We could make use of that. Okay, so this is in the nutshell which I just want to talk about the first part of the discussion, and this part I will talk little later as such. Let me any doubts and any questions you have, and I will take up those things here before moving on to the OER part. Dr. Sheetal, how do I take the
Sir,
question? Yeah.
you can look at the chat. So far, no question is visible.
Okay.
But now, since we have requested the participant, they can post their questions
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So
So will you please
if you look
inform
at the
me
chat,
because
absolutely, sir,
I'm
absolutely,
running another full screen mode, so I may not be. In,
absolutely, sir. I'll bring the questions to you.
great. Before that, friends, I just want to bring to you about the site which I've been talking about, my own learning management system, and some good useful material. I found it is deemed fit to be here. I have posted here, and if you're interested, just go through this, and it would be useful for our tomorrow's class also. Okay, and yeah, so the next concept which I want to bring with your attention is the open educational resources. Okay, and the open educational resources, basically the idea, quickly I'll take a minute and I'll show you practically how we need to be done. And yes, the idea was first used at the UNESCO conference. And in first part, we have discussed about there are so many digital initiatives of Government of India are available. And the second level is OERs. Unfortunately, very little effort has been made from the faculty side to use those resources for the teaching learning process. So my request uh, is that we should make use of these things, and can use it effectively for our classroom. So basically, it was started in 2002 by UNESCO, but I can tell you this required a large heartedness. It required a very large heartedness to put our material in the public domain, so that giving certain kind of a legal rights to them. And of course, MIT is one of the best option which is available and in my site there are some good reading material is available, and I request all of you kindly pay attention into that. See, as per the Commonwealth of Learning, the definition of the OER is, it's there are materials offered freely and openly to use and adapt for teaching, learning, development, and research. Fine. What and the stakeholders who are going to use are instructors, students, and self learners. That's fine. And what is important in this case is, uh, what you just read for a minute in the second paragraph what all I have written down there. So the first thing is full courses are available, different subject areas. Course modules are available, and syllabi, lectures, homework assignments, quizzes, lab and classroom activities, pedagogical materials, games, simulations, and many, many more resources contained in digital media collections around the world are available. So the first and foremost thing, and it must have got, many of you must be thinking, the curiosity, are where they are available, what form they are available, and how do we make use in my classroom. Okay, that quickly I will take a minute to explain to you. It is not automatic. So if you prepared a video, for a simple example, I'll tell you. If you prepare a video, if you want to upload this video into the YouTube, you know what happens? It goes directly, first and foremost thing, the privacy will be public. Number two, keywords, anyway, it's okay. As far as the licensing is concerned, in YouTube, it goes only YouTube standard license. So what is important is we need to understand there are two types, because in this workshop I'm not going to tell how to create but only use the resources. So when you want to upload a video so that it could be useful for everybody, Creative Commons attributed license, reuse allowed. That means there are certain license types are there. Free to use and a copy, free to use and commercial, all of many economic, a lot of things are there. So how those things are possible? So using the Creative Commons is a process, and so what is happening, basically what is this Creative Commons? It is a non-profit making organization which enables the sharing and use of creativity and knowledge through free legal tools. So what it basically does, it allows the content creators to openly declare the level of sharing that is allowed within their work. Okay, I'll just take another 5 minutes. Then afterwards, I will take you a plan. And of course, you have to execute that plan and search the content and put it accordingly. Okay.
So we have few questions. Would you like to take them now or towards the end?
I don't know. I don't mind. I don't mind taking, and I'll go back to where are the questions? Chat. Yeah.
This is the chat. Yes, I have. You can see that there's red light blinking here. Chat.
Yes.
So so we have
And
question from Dr. Usha Rani first. Yeah.
Usha Rani is saying that in Haryana, teachers are required to record audio lectures for 30 minutes. So which tool can be used to record besides mobile audio recording? My question only regarding the audio recording, not video recording. Madam, there is a tool called Audacity. Audacity. Can I write down? I think, Madam, can I show you that those tools from my site if it is it's okay? And I think in my site, if you visit, you can see there's a list of list of softwares and mobile apps are there. Okay, Madam, can you please see that it is visible? My screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Yeah. I think I can share this one again. Shuffling. Yeah, I'm copying it here to everyone. Okay. So you can see, friends, this is there are some tools which I've been using quite consistently. So Madam, I think the lady who has asked this question I've been saying that Audacity is a tool and where you can record a good quality audio lectures, and very importantly, and it is it is a desktop based tool, and very good recording is available. And since यहाँ तक आ ही गया, I'm just going to say that Screencastify, this again is screen video recorder. You can record minimum one instance 5 minutes of the video per day. You can record around 50 to 60 videos. They allow. Presentation Tube. This is again such a wonderful tool which I've been using for quite some time. And if time permits, I will demonstrate all these things. And it's a very simple tool, and you can use your PPT, and you can use your webcam. You can nice recording can be done, and using the VLC media player, you convert it to YouTube compatible, and you can upload it. And that's what second does it. And screen customatic, I'm talking about the freewares only. I'm not talking about anything paid versions here. Free screen customatic, yes, in one video you can record for 15 minutes. Free cam, no problems. OBS studio, and the advantage with the OBS is you can do this YouTube live also. YouTube live also can be done. And Loom, this is again another platform. I think these are all the platforms which you can use it, madam, and that can be done well. Abhishek, hello Edwin, some of my friends got okay. uh, yeah any more questions?
Sir, there's one more question. I'll read it out for you, sir.
Yeah,
This
better,
question
better.
by Madhura. How do we apply online teaching for conducting practicals or on-the-job training where the students are supposed to replicate and faculty has to assess?
See, there are. Let me read. How to apply online teaching for conducting practice. See, I hope you are an engineering faculty. I'm asking. See, what happened? First and foremost thing you need to understand. This current scenario of online teaching was imposed on us. Many of us are not trained. Number one. Number one. Number two, for example, yes, I am an engineering faculty. Yes, when I want to do my students to get the software labs. So yes, you can create a if really, because now the scenario has changed. Many of the institutions even in Delhi and can create that kind of a virtual accessing, provided the students are having that enough bandwidth. And apart from that, there is, as I already told you, that the IIT Kharagpur is providing that facility. IIT Delhi is providing that facility. Triple IT Hyderabad is providing the facility, and Amrita University is also providing a facility. And Amrita is also got a virtual environment through which students can able to access that kind of options are available. But please try to understand, no situation is ideal like a face-to-face classroom, because the kind of scenario, the kind of cases increasing. I hope the faculty are pan India. You can see, only I can quote about my Delhi scenario, and like in all of the states, it is being increasing day by day. So we may not be. My fingers are crossed. Are we going to open in the month of August? So let's say the situation improves, and I pray for the Almighty. But these options are available. You can explore with Amrita University. You can explore with Triple IT. You can explore with IIT Delhi. You can explore with Triple IT. IIT Kharagpur, and there are many such things will come up, madam. So I hope I answered your question as requested here. And
Yes.
any more, ma'am?
So there's one more question. Can you throw light on Creative Commons license and its types?
I'm coming to that, but you stopped me, so I didn't go there.
Sir, right, sir. Sorry, I apologize, sir.
It's all right. It's all right. No,
So
no,
there's
because
one pending question in this line. It's like
please.
my question is that if we do course from Swayam for 8 weeks or 12 weeks, apart from gaining knowledge, is these courses will be counted in API as
It's
well
true.
according to the
Absolutely.
UGC?
Absolutely. Whatever it is being available at, yes, it is true. Absolutely well. But one thing I can tell you, because since बात आ गई तो मैं बता रहा हूँ. Yes, API. Because recently, one when a particular case has come to my knowledge, 12 certificates, and the gentleman is claiming other things. And okay, I completely agree with him as a teacher. Yes, he should be done. And I asked a funny question, because you took 6 to 6 months almost gone. Sir, what is the personal advantage you had it, as far as this creating this 12 certificates? One. Second, you're working in a government funded institutions. What is the benefit that your students are having because you are teaching these papers, and the faculty members you are working? What kind of a value addition this has been provided? And believe me, friends, the kind of answer which I got was shocking. You know what is that answer? Nothing. NOTHING. So I left to the I quitted that meeting. I don't want to take anything because yes, I completely agree with the people. Definitely, they should get promoted, but I will look at a larger perspective also. Because when you clear those papers, when you clear those examinations given by the top class institutions, what is important to me, what is important to me is how this knowledge you have gained should be benefited to the institution. Again, I'm telling you, कल मैं आऊंगा आपके इंस्टीट्यूशन में एकेडमिक ऑडिट करने. सिंपल क्वेश्चन आई एम आस्किंग. आजकल तो जब भी मैं जाता हूं, लोग कहते सर हमारे यहाँ इतने आरसीस हुआ, इतने ओपीस हुआ, इतने एफटीपीस हुआ. बहुत अच्छा है, नंबर्स आर वेरी गुड, बट व्हाट वाज द आउटकम? What are the sincere efforts you make towards that? That is more important. I hope my message is loud and clear. But yes, APA score, it works.
Yes, sir.
Can I move on, madam? Yeah.
Sir, there's one more. Suppose I want to.
I didn't find any questions. Where are these questions are there?
Sir,
I
you have
find
to
only
scroll up.
Manish.
Sir, you have to scroll up. You have to scroll
Okay,
up.
okay. Oh, they must have given good question. Yeah. Scroll up. Yeah, Madhura Mahir.
This is what we have answered already. Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Parul. Yes, question is from Parul or what?
Sir, this was also answered. Yes.
जी बताइए.
So this question is Umakant. If you scroll up, then you'll find this question also.
कोई बात, आप बता दीजिएगा.
Suppose I want to record any lecture by using Android mobile. Which app is the best?
Of late, I can tell you that there are many apps are available. See, best is every app is best, every app is worst. But it's how you can take it that is more important to me. And there are some simple, easy to use apps are available. I think I can tell tomorrow anyway, since I'll be coming over there. I will tell you definitely. And some of people are saying that Screencastify, Screencast-O-Matic, and other things are also there. Yeah, I will tell you. Any more question? Which form are better? The live lectures are recorded. Both are good. I think this is Madhura Mahimkar is asking this question again. I think, can I answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because Madhura is asking a very good question once again. Which form is better? Live lectures are recorded. Both are important to me. See what happened. You need to make a difference between. This is what when you are planning for online teaching, what percentage is synchronous platform, what percentage is asynchronous platform, and if you allow the students to come prepare for the class, so while doing so, you had to plan your pedagogy also very clearly. Pedagogy in terms of the overall thing, pedagogy in terms of the asynchronous model also. I hope I answered Mahira's question. Can we avoid this good evenings and good mornings and here? Is it necessary to be posted?
So these are the initial messages. Like if you scroll up, there are only questions.
So my only request is yes.
I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
So there's one question by Satya Shankar. He is working with the hotel management institution. He is saying that in such kind of institution where certain nuances like holding knife, cutting, chopping are supposed to be taught by faculty under strict supervision. So how can we go for online classes?
So no, I think we are not accepting the reality. The reality is, I'm not saying everything can be taught online. I think I answered the same question here. Everything cannot be taught online. Yes, of course. Leave about the online, leave about the cutting, chopping, and other things. Many things one-to-one. Why the students are coming to the institutions? Why the students are coming to the organization, the colleges and all? It is a social gathering. There are many things, but this is a special situation. What I'm trying to say that you can make it some part online and some part offline. Once the situation improves, this can be done. Yes, everything cannot be taught in online. Absolutely. I completely, even I'm telling you, I use a tool called Big Blue Button BN, which is a free open source tool, where I write most of my coding when I teach computer programming on that whiteboard, and it is being working perfectly all right without investing single rupee on that one. Big Blue Button BN. There are such tools are available, but yes, some trades require some disciplines, some domains definitely requires the practical hands-on that cannot be replaced. That cannot be replaced. I think hopefully when the situation improves, and yes, something. But what I'm trying to say, can I tell you one small example? I think if you, I think many of you are asking. 8 months back, I was invited at Rani, the Devi Ahalya Visvijayalaya at Indore for a faculty development program for first 2 days. I took early morning 4 o'clock flight and reached around 5:30 over there. And when I went and I had my break, my tea, and by around 7 o'clock I met my participants. There are around 70 are there. Many of them are known to me, and they came exclusively for this online teaching platform over there. That is happening in face-to-face mode. And they said, "Sir, why you came? And there is a government order that university should be closed. There is no power. Since there is no power, there is no PowerPoint. And being a professor of computer science, how can you teach?" Somebody sarcastically said this one to me. I said, "Oh, I think that's a wonderful." I said, "Okay, I don't know. Maybe I not read." I said, "We had our breakfast together." And I said, "What you are going to do next 4-5 hours?" "Are nothing, sir. Waste of time." I said, "Why don't you think waste of time? अरे पावर नहीं है, पावर पॉइंट नहीं है, इसे मतलब ये थोड़ी, मैं तो सामने टीचर बैठा खड़ा हूं, आप लोग बैठे हो, और हमारे जो डाइनिंग हॉल का टेबल उसको सारे जोड़ देंगे, एक क्लास हो जाए। बस सोच लो गुरुकुल सिस्टम में हम कैसे पढ़ाते थे एक जमाने में." Friends, believe me, it suddenly struck my mind. Whatever I have been explaining here, building the competencies of teachers, including other 2 sessions, today and tomorrow's, I explained till 4:30 without laptop, because this is the presentation which is meant for you, not for me. When I decided, when I said yes to Professor Hoti, that I'll be coming for 5 to 7. You see, what my wife is telling, "Are you crazy?" I said, "No, I'm not crazy. I can speak since morning 9 o'clock. Many of you are very younger than me. Understand carefully." So the class went on. Around 11 o'clock or 11:30 or 12 o'clock, suddenly, light came, and the Honorable Vice Chancellor came. He said, came to know that I'm very much there. And he said, "Arey Dr. Sahab, yahan kaise padha rahe ho yaar? Acha nahi lagta." "Arey, what is acha nahi lagta?" I asked, you ask the participants. Everybody is saying, "Sir, ye bahut acha lag raha hai." And everything I am visualizing, understand carefully. And tomorrow when such situation happens, you should come forward to take that lead. Yes, things are available and we have been teaching. Things are not available. Yes, you should. I think we need to build the future teachers in that aspect. Fine, things are available. Okay, things are not available. आए तोबा मचाने से तो थोड़ी हो जाएगा, क्योंकि मैं 2 दिन के लिए मैं गया, and next day I'll tell you. Okay, that day, first day was over. Next day, everybody started saying, "Sir, यही अच्छा लग रहा है हमें." And everything I recite, 10 times I asked, 10 times they replied. So what I'm trying to say, it's not because of the teacher, it's because of the learners, it's because of the environment. And teacher is a facilitator, that's all. Teacher only stimulates, teacher only creates that kind of environment so that the things can start happening, that's all. But what is important is to create that kind of environment, to infuse that nothing is lost. Very important. And when the moment you think that nothing is, "Arey yaar, kuch nahi hone wala hai," then you lost everything. Yes, if you say that yes, we can do it, definitely we will do it. But what is important is and that's what I've been saying, that now the role of a teacher, not only I'm talking about the teaching or subject domain knowledge, you need to be in touch, engagement of the learner, Connecting with the learner is very, very, very important. And in my class, I speak 50% in Hindi, 50% in English. English. I don't mind. I don't mind. Because as long as my students get connected, I don't mind. And it's between myself and my students. I least bothered about what others are thinking about me and my students. So, but yes, because the mother tongue, and बहुत सारे हिंदी भाषी है हमारे क्लास। मैं पहले कहता हूँ बेटा हिंदी में ही होगा पहले 15 दिन का वार्तालाप, एंड दे वर वेरी हैप्पी। अरे सर को हिंदी आता है यार, सर भी हमारे साथ ही चल रहे हैं। एंड I say yes, I can speak, but there is a condition. Every day you should learn 10 English words. Then try to use it. I think this is what the role of a teacher, apart from many other things, friends. This can be done. Okay, Sheetal, can I go on? Any question?
Yes, sir, sure, please.
Yeah. Yes, friends. I think thanks to Dr. Sheetal, we stopped at one place, and let me. This is what precisely where I stopped. The learning, the Creative Commons licenses allow the content creators to openly declare the level of sharing that is allowed within their work. Okay, you can see there are two types of scenarios now. Scenario number one is all rights reserved, CC. Scenario number two, CC, again double C here. It is basically allow the content creators want to share their work a legal way to define exactly what kind of sharing is allowed. Okay, so this is what one of the questions the people are asking. I think all these things are available on my site. So you can see there are 6 types of licenses are there. 3 are most free, 3 are least free. But when you are talking about the boundaryless classrooms, boundaryless universities, and I don't know why the people were so tight in that. No, हम नहीं देंगे, हमारा ये तो ये है, हमारा तो वो है. Yes, I think that's what I said in the beginning. We need a large-heartedness to be part of that. Somebody, of course, I don't agree that statement. Indians are very good downloaders, any very bad uploaders. And I said no. And even now this started. Initially there was a joke, that one, but still many people are contributing into the OER because लोगों को पता नहीं what need to be done. Okay, so what are the licenses are? First one is a public live domain. Second one is CC BY. I can CC BY is Creative Commons BY if the license means only attribution required. SCA means share alike, and non-commercial, non-derivative, and of course others are. So what is these 4 things are important. Just look at it on your screen. If you say share only attribution, CC BY, it says you let others copy, distribute, display, and perform your copyrighted work, and derivative works based upon it, but only if they give you credit the way you request. That is CC BY as such. And the next important thing is non-commercial. Yes, cannot be used for you let others copy, distribute, display, and perform your work, and but cannot be used for the non-commercial purpose. Similarly, non-derivatives is no derivative works based on that. Share alike is the one. Okay, and who are the people who are going to use it? Okay, let's have one small hands-on. And I think before having hands-on, I'll give you some practical work, because we are going to give exposure on Moodle learning management system also, where it requires some planning. So one of the planning which I am going to use it is the open educational resources. And so first and foremost thing, I am going to demonstrate to you how to find out the OER videos, OER images, OER text content, which is already available. And what is my, and of course there is a CC licensed, I don't know how can I send this one as Dr. Sheetal. What is the procedure I should follow to, because these are the assessments I want to give. A link I can place in the chat box.
So that will work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we are sharing the material later on.
Okay, okay, but I want they should work on that, because tomorrow, today I'll start the learning management system. Tomorrow I want to extend this one for 2 more hours. So I need this kind of an input to be practiced by the people.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, and I'll give you a certain format also on which you need to do that. And even you can explore about sites offer the music published. But this is the question. So you take a OER material, you take a YouTube material. I'm going to tell how it will be. You take Dr. Sheetal, there is some sound. Any issue?
Sir,
Yeah.
now it is better. Yes, sir.
Now it's better. It's better. It's better. So the point, friends, what is the assignment I'm giving you? You can select one video from YouTube. I'm going to tell how to do. You select one article which is openly available. I'm going to tell. Then few images and maybe one or two audio files. Okay, but what is important for me before using it? I think this is very important, and not only the hands-on. I want you should prepare for one YouTube video, one text material, and one audio or image material. I want you should introspect or diagnose that material in this 5 points. First question: what is your immediate reaction to the resource? Number two: how might you use this resource in your course? Number three: what issues you can foresee if you use this resource? Number four: what are the advantages of using this resource as opposed to creating your own material? Number five: what will students be able to learn from this resource? All right. I hope you understand why I've been asking this. Okay. So, with this, I've been taking you to practical demonstration of how do we search the OER material, first of all, from the YouTube. Okay. So, what are the steps to be done? The first and foremost thing, I'm going to demonstrate how to find out Creative Commons attributed OER material from the YouTube. Okay. The step one is open youtube.com. This is step number one. And step number two, in the search box, you can type the keywords. For example, if I want computer programming is a keyword. Yes. So you will get both the YouTube standard license and the other Creative Commons. But I want to filter out. You can see an option here. You can see an option called filter. Just click on the filter button, and there are several filters you can apply. And it's not or, it can be and. You can apply filter on upload date. You can filter on type. You can filter on duration. You can filter on features. You can filter on sort by. So you can see under the features menu, I'm highlighting here, and you can see there is a filter called Creative Commons. 5 years back in YouTube, this is not available. Thanks to the UNESCO initiative and government initiatives, this has come. So, but what is lacking now? Many of the faculty members are not aware there is a license option like Creative Commons, because YouTube plays a nice thing. Like a moment I upload, if I don't know what type of a license to be selected, it goes by default to the YouTube standard license. Unless and until you got an exposure, then only you could able to see. Okay, just click this video. Okay, and this video will start. This video will stop. Okay, I don't want to start this video. Yes, this video I'm going to use it. Before using, what type of competencies teachers must be having, knowledge as well as competencies, to see. First and foremost thing, if you just scroll it down, you can see what license it is showing here. Creative Commons attribution license, reuse allowed. Okay, this is the important license which we are going to it is there. So how do we get into this one? It is not automatic, because the author of the video has uploaded the author of the video has uploaded this video into YouTube and mentioned specifically and selected the YouTube standard license and where reuse allowed. Then only this video has been reflected under the video. Number one. And number second important thing is, can you able to see what is Dr. Sheetal? Can you confirm to me that what is the mouse over which is working over
Sir,
there?
yes, absolutely, sir. Everything is visible, sir. Your
Yeah.
mouse is also
No, no.
seeing us.
What is the mouse over which is showing? Mouse over.
Sir, right now it is stopped, but it is
No, no.
now it is autoplay, sir.
Now autoplay. When autoplay, what is the mouse over message which is coming is, when autoplay is enabled, a suggestive video will automatically play next. Okay, you got it. So this is the message which is coming over there. So what is the point what I'm trying to say? That I think next time whenever we are using any video from the YouTube or Vimeo is also one of the video repository, ensure that autoplay should be off. If it is this is autoplay is on. If you use autoplay on, the suggestive video will come along with this. First of all, ensure that autoplay is off, then come to the video URL and copy the video. Or alternately, what you can see there is a right click. If you right click on the video, a paused video, and you can see there is an option called copy embedded code. Again, this is not automatic. So these are all the options available in the YouTube. Every teacher must know all these techniques. So when you upload, but what are the things the teacher must have done it in the YouTube? First and foremost thing, he has prepared a video and selected as a YouTube as a repository. Number one. Second important thing is, there is a very important point called privacy. So in YouTube, there are 4 privacy options: public, private, unlisted, scheduled. Public means everything public. Anybody can search, anybody can see. Private is private to you. Unlisted is unless and until we share that link, nobody can able to see. Schedule means when that particular video will make it public. So this is first important knowledge every teacher must be having. Second, keywords. So you need to create enough keywords. Here I mentioned computer programming. If I mentioned programming, so we need to give a list of options need to be available. The third important thing is licensing. YouTube supports 2 types of licensing. By default, it is showing YouTube standard license. You can give the Creative Commons attributed license. That is the second important thing. The fourth important option is category. Under which category this video gets reflected, you need to choose. Then there are last 2 items are, you want to enable the embedded code, yes or no. If you enable the embedded code, then only this option can be available. Embedded code enabling means you can straight away embed that code into your course. And last option is comments. If you want to enable the comment, or if you want to disable the comment, you can take a final call. So these are all the competencies. Very important. It looks pretty simple. जब you see, when I explain, हमें आपको भी लगा होगा, अरे यार बहुत simple है ये क्यों बता रहे? 90% people fumble here. 90% people fumble here. So what I'm trying to say that we need to understand, and again I'm telling you, and now from post COVID, every institution must be having an IT policy. IT policy means not purchasing of these dabbas, laptop or desktop or projector, ye wo. And so you need to have a Viacom stylus sheets also, so that you can write. So you need to provide the kind of options available in the system, so that how it will be supporting the teachers, how it will be supporting the teaching learning process. Okay, so this is about this. Okay, video मैंने pass कर दिया. तो इसको क्या करना है मुझे? I think this is the second task which I am giving. I think I request all of you kindly pay attention on your screen, please. And generally for the hands-on activity, I used to provide this. And I call this one as, I think I'll be posting this data capturing format for, I'm posting the screen, please. Data capturing format for e-resources. Friends, I have posted a link over there. Dr.
It is there.
Sheetal has.
Yes, sir. It is there, sir. You have to scroll up. It is there at the beginning.
Okay, it is other way around. Okay, I'm looking at bottom. Okay, yeah. So this is. Please explain the embedded code. See what happens here. When you are embedding the video, yeah, there are two kinds of scenarios. Now, of course, the things have been changed much better. I'm running a Moodle learning management system in my Moodle, and I can provide a video to my students, but I wish that video should be run on my site only, so that I with the analytics I can generate how many students accessed, how many students contributed in this one, how many students are facing issues and challenges with respect to that particular video as far as the teaching is concerned. So this is the data capturing format which I am asking you to do that. I think I hope I have shared here in by the time it is
Yeah. Uh, Sir, kindly unmute yourself. I think by mistake you have muted yourself, or there's a connection issue. So, dear participant, there has been a connection issue. He'll be joining soon. Not to worry, please. He'll be joining soon.
yeah,
Yes,
Dr.
sir. Now,
Sheetal.
yes, sir. Now you're audible, sir. Yes.
Suddenly there is some surge because everybody is using ACs maybe.
Okay.
So the
Not,
UPS
not.
that was also
No
okay.
problem, sir.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say that yes, this data capturing format which I've already shared. So what I've been giving a small, because even though it is only 2 + 2 4 hours session, but I wish if those of you are interested, because I don't want to confine my role only telling the features of the software, but what I want, it should be you need to understand or very clearly what all things need to be done. So I this is the data capturing format which I am asking you to do that. I think I hope I have shared here in the by the time it was I don't know whether it has been done. Let me share once again in the chat box. Where is the chat box? Yeah, yeah, and this is the link which I've been sharing is the data capturing format, and this data capturing format is a very important thing. How to use this data capturing format? So just have a look. Just imagine that if you can do it, because tomorrow's session will be having more practical, aligning with the online teaching component of that. You can say that it's basically, if you just look at the just imagine that you are designing a 1 week online course. Just write down the
So,
course name.
so sorry
Yeah.
for interruption. You have to turn your screen share on. Sir.
Oh, great.
It
Oh,
is off.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope it is. My screen is visible, Jayant. Fine. Okay. What I've been saying here is the data capturing, this data capturing format for e-resources, which I've already shared. I request you to kindly download in your system. And what I've been doing in this case is, so we have a data capturing format. Just imagine that you will be designing a 1 week online course. Simple. Just write down the course name. Write down a brief one-liners or two-liners about the introduction. Take two topics. Just take two topics and write down one objective and one outcome. All right. This is what. And what I've been asking here is, just have a look here. So there are four tables are there. First table is talking about the video resources details. In the video resources, you can see there is something called it's a 5 column table, and first column is serial number, second column is level of the resource, and what level you are pitching this e-resource: basic level, advanced level, application level. Okay, this is what precisely I've been saying. You need to plan your class, online class. Even the conventional teaching also need to be done like this. Okay, but yes, we were tuned to that. So second important thing is, what was the source of this resource? Okay, and what was the video link and remarks? And again, why I've been telling this, tomorrow you may be getting a chance to offer a course in this Swayam platform. Whatever exposure you are going to get, definitely that exposure will be helpful and useful for you in that process. Okay, friends, so you need to create a table like this. And okay, for example, basic level, I had given 7 options. Yes, it could be and, or it could be or also. Your own resource could be, or otherwise, if you have something very good from Swayam Prabha, NDL, EPG Pathshala, like I just told you, YouTube, I copied the resource here. Similarly, you can plan for advanced level. Similarly, you can plan for application level. You can plan for week wise, under the week, topic wise. This is the planning is all about. And after the video resources, you can you can go for the text resource. You can go for the image resources, and of course you can go for the audio resources also similarly. Okay, and what I've been asking is, if you could able to do it, I don't know, I don't know whether I can ask you to do that one, but yes, if you can do it, to when I'm explaining the Moodle, when I give the hands-on orientation of the Moodle, all these things will be very much helpful for you. Okay, this is the first point. The second important point which I want to say here is, fine, video resources are okay. What about the text mode of the resources? What about the text resources which we are going to use in their case? So how do we search the free text resources from your from your browser, standard browsers or Google browser? So for example, if I want to find out something on flipped classroom, Dr. Sheetal, it is okay? My voice is audible? My screen is
Sir,
visible?
Yes, sir, absolutely. From our end, it is absolutely fine. Few of the participants may be facing some issues because the weather is not right outside. Kindly
Yes.
try and reconnecting those participants who are facing the issue.
So
Kindly
what
try
I,
and
I,
reconnect.
I what I can also do, I will remove my I will disconnect my mobile connection. I will go back to the Wi-Fi. Is there is a pause of 2 minutes? Is it okay?
Sir,
Is
that
it
will be
okay?
perfect. Yes, sir,
Yeah.
that will be perfectly fine.
Yeah. I'll just connect, and in the meanwhile, you can tell them also so that they can reconnect it. I'm disconnecting. Yes, Dr. Sheetal, I'm back.
Yes, sir, but you have to turn your screen share on
Yeah, yeah,
again.
I'll do because I'm using my 40 Mbps connectivity, so I have a little comfort level now. Friends, what I've been saying that how do we search the reusable OER or Creative Commons content from the browser? Step one, I just type the सबको पता है यहाँ simply we type the flipped classroom. It comes, but I don't want, I think stop using the material which is simply coming on your screen, because it will be it has many more impact. So you can see there is an option called settings over here. If you just click on the settings, and there is a pop-up has been visible. In this pop-up there is fifth option called advanced search. Advanced search. Okay. And so what we did, first of all, I opened my Google browser, and in the search box I typed the keyword called flipped classroom. And in the search box, and when I click on the settings, I then a pop-up has been visible on your screen, and the pop-up I typed on the advanced search. When I typed the advanced search, I could able to see a complete advanced search table on your screen. The advanced search table, which is having so many options. Other than that, what it is also saying about the keywords, exact keywords. And if you just scroll it below, and there are two important options you could able to see. First one is usage rights. Second one is the file type. Okay, file type is okay, any format. Under the usage rights, you can see on the right side there is something called not filtered by license. Not filtered by license here. If you click the not filtered by license, and you can see there are several options are available. Second option is free to use or share. Third option is free to use or share. And the third option is free to use or share even commercially. Fourth option is free to use, share, or modify. The last option is free to use, share, or modify even commercially. Right? So what I'm trying to say that this is a very important option. For example, if I click on free to use or share and click on advanced search, see what happens. And okay, Dr. Sheetal, I have one more query. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, the hands-on means I can give a, I can, after demonstration, can I give a pause for 10 minutes or 5 minutes kind of a thing?
Yes, sir. No problem.
No, no.
Uh,
What does it mean? What is your definition of hands-on? Because the yesterday,
Sir,
yeah.
yeah, sir, either you can share your link of wherever you want them to do hands-on,
Okay.
or tell them the way how they can download, and then they can simultaneously do it, and we can take the questions side by side. This is what
Uh,
hands-on can be done, sir.
uh,
You'll
uh,
not be able to see their screens.
no, no,
Uh,
that's true.
yeah.
How do we ensure? How do we give the certificates at the end?
So
Is-
certificates is
no, 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 no. There are two things. One is about the participation.
Yes, sir.
Second one is about the completion.
Yes, sir.
So we, because generally this is what precisely I have been doing. So I just want to share an idea with you.
Right, sir.
So for example, I am talking about in the morning, in the first 1 hour I talked about the uh, building the competencies with the help of teachers and in online teaching, and of course digital initiatives I said. Then I talked about the open educational resources, and
Mm.
I gave some hands on, because what happened, I want they should implement all these things what I practice currently with all my own workshops and other workshops also. I asked the participants to submit the
Absolutely,
screenshots
sir. Yes,
screenshots
sir.
of the presentation, screenshots in a PPT mode. And like for example in Moodle, I'll tell you, I give some homework today. I
Okay,
want
sir.
whether they have done it or not. So they should submit they should submit a PPT with a screenshot. In the Moodle, there are several. Moodle is a tool which they can able to use it straight away as soon as this workshop is over for the next semester.
Yes, sir.
So what I want, I don't know you what you can, you
No, no,
people
sir.
you
We
can.
are using email.
Yeah.
Everybody whosoever is completing the assignment can submit back on the same email ID,
Huh.
and we'll collate and send it back to you, sir.
So that I think if they can, in my case, what happened today and tomorrow, not necessarily everything today and tomorrow, and after completion of tomorrow, if they can submit. So
Absolutely.
what I mean to say, if there are any issues are there, if there are any issues in it, because I don't know whether there is a WhatsApp group and other these things, I don't know. And so my point in this case is, if they definitely need support, we will be there to help them out. That's what I mean to say.
So we are operating through emails only, no WhatsApp group as of now.
Yeah.
But obviously they can write it back to us, and we are very prompt in replying them.
Hmm.
So we can use email as a mechanism of communicating. They
Ah.
can send back their presentation, and we can share it with you, sir.
Yeah, I think 2 days, today and tomorrow, whatever I have been asking them to do it, and ask them to submit. Everybody is listening to me,
Yes,
and
sir.
because the task which I have been giving, the overall task which I have been giving is design a sample 7 days, design, develop, deliver, assess a 7 days sample online course with two topics of the choice: the
Okay.
platform Moodle learning management system, and the resources are mostly from the learning on the from the open educational resources.
Right.
So that this is the first part. And when they are using, because today I will introduce the Moodle, certain prerequisites are there. So those prerequisites they had to complete, so that tomorrow in 2 hours time, I will explain, I will demonstrate, I will ask them to do in the time, so that whatever I have demonstrated, whatever the issues they are there, even in the 2 hours also, let me handle it, and later you rightly said whatever the option is there, that can be worked out. Okay, so friends, when I click on the flipped classroom, you can see there is something called Springer, or an article on Springer Open is coming over there. And if you see in Springer Open, and this is the Springer Open, and this is the site. It is the International Journal on Educational Technology in Higher Education. And if you just scroll it down till bottom, you can see there is very interesting things called rights and permissions. And the rights and permissions, it talks about, this article is distributed under the terms of the Creative Commons Attribution 4.0, which permits unrestricted use, distribution, and reproduction in any medium, provided you give appropriate credit to the appropriate appropriate credit to the original authors. Thank God, my wife has provided an excellent coffee. I'm desperately looking for that. Thanks to that lady who is supporting me. And not only this lady, many ladies are really supporting, and big thanks and sadar pranam to those people who have been doing excellent work. Thanks
Right. So
to
few ladies are here also. They're asking
thanks to,
questions.
I'm again I'm telling you, Dr. Sheetal, you have been,
No, no. So
it's
they are asking
almost
a question.
it's
Yeah.
almost 6:40, and you people,
Yeah.
and of course I wish to take a question. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They are asking that they need little more clarity on the question. If you can post that question in the comment section, sir,
Great.
because
Yes, yes. And Kindly repeat the question to the assignment. Yes.
Mhm.
1 minute. Just a minute. The question is the assignment. I am typing it. The assignment. The assignment question is design, develop, deliver, and assess 1 week 1 week online course with 2 topics of your choice using Moodle LMS. Just see. The assignment question is design, develop, and deliver and assess 1 week online course with 2 topics of your choice using Moodle Learning Management System. Okay. Resources mostly from OER OER sources. Mostly from OER sources. Is it okay? Is it clear? Can you also repeat the settings required to license and flipped classroom? Ashima, I'm explaining. In the meanwhile, suddenly there was I got a coffee, and suddenly then there is a Dr. Sheetal is asking me to speak, so I'll explain. Dr. Sheetal, can you able to see that my two of my questions?
Absolutely, sir. Both the questions are visible.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So one more thing, let me add, so the data capturing format, I think, friends, let me write down the data capturing format also. Data capturing format for e-resources. The data capturing format for e-resources has been given over there in the top. uh, what is the problem with Dr. Rajesh Pengavil? I'm not able to. Sheetal, can you able to
sir,
see? Yeah.
yes, sir. In fact, we have provided the question in the sticky notes also, which is available to all. So, dear participants, if you are still not able to see, then only post because it is there. Yeah.
Okay.
Now he is writing. Okay.
Yeah. And so what is important is this. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Dr. Rajesh. So the data capture format I had given, the assignment question I had given, and even this is what the given. Okay. Let me complete that explanation part. So what happened, this is once after ensuring that this particular thing is useful, I can simply copy the link here, and open your data capturing format. In the data capturing format, under the text resources, in the basic level of understanding, simply copy the text link here. Okay. This is about the text resource. Now coming to the images, and let me give you two sites apart from the Google Images. Google Images we already know, and there is one site called Flickr, Flickr. This is again one of the best platform where you can get good quality free images are available. One more site, Pixabay. Pixabay is one of the another site where you can get good quality free images. Pixabay and Flickr, and of course is this platform, and there is yeah, these are the two things is required for this. Okay. Now the next point, of course, another 15 minutes. Let me introduce the Moodle learning management system. Of course, I will continue the Moodle tomorrow. I will detailedly explaining, including the till assessment part, and Okay, so let me introduce to you the concept of Moodle learning management system, how it works, and what all it needs to be done. The presentation is very much available on my site, and those who are interested can able to see. But before that, there are certain prerequisites again I required for the Moodle. Okay, what is the prerequisite? The first important thing is to use the Moodle, and I request all of you to get registered for a free Moodle cloud site. You could also useful for your day-to-day teaching also after this workshop is over. Are you giving any specific sessions on Moodle again, Dr. Sheeta?
No, only your sessions are
Okay,
planned, sir.
okay, okay. So tomorrow anyway, I have another 2 hours tomorrow also. I think this is again a prerequisite, friends. The prerequisite is you need to register with the site, a free site. If you are not used for almost 3 weeks or 2 weeks, the site will vanish. So I wish this could be a wonderful helping hand for you if you use this one for your learning management system. I can say that register for free site, okay, and at genomio.com, register for a free site. Uh, Anupama Sharma is a problem with her site connectivity, or it's not a problem, right? In our case, it's okay, right?
From our side, it is okay, sir.
What they're saying, questions are not visible in the chat box. Any
So we
problem?
we we have provided them one by one. This what you can see here. It is the answer given to that person only.
Okay, 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 okay. Send to everybody. I only typing that send to everybody option. Okay. Otherwise, you can share it with them. So this
Yes, sir.
is one of the requirement for tomorrow's class, and you can register simply in the URL. Either you can give your first name or last name, or if you don't want to give a department name or some subject name, anything which you understand. Okay, then the email address, and whatever the, because you will receive the credentials in that email address only. Okay, understand carefully. Don't give any fictitious mail, you don't get anything. Okay, but the purpose is you all going to use this knowledge perfectly for your next semester. Okay, and simply click on create the site, and the site gets created. Oh, sorry. And that is the first requirement. The second requirement is, if I open here, and just look at the screen, and Moodle site registration, yes, you did. There is something called a checklist. Okay, and this is the checklist I've been talking about. It's everything is there on my site, but still, if I want you should be so the checklist for designing, developing on. Okay, I will say that checklist also, and this is very useful for you. Geeta Dasmania. Can we
So
move?
she is having some connection issues at
Yeah,
her end only. So for us, it is absolutely fine.
absolutely fine. No, that's what I will say. And Rajendra Kumar Sharma is saying that Moodle.org, can we use it? No, Moodle.org is not providing any free site, Rajendra. I think so. I think try to use the same site which is again being provided by the Moodle only, sir. And this checklist is also very important, sir. I want every one of you should come prepare. And third important thing is data capturing format. I said fourth important in my site. This is a task I am giving to you. There is a step-by-step guide in my site. Okay, I want you should make use of that. And one of my participant has prepared so nicely. I think you should make try to that. Okay, and I think I need to move a little quickly because already time is up and running. Okay, let's and these are the prerequisites. Tomorrow, first data capturing format for the resources should be ready. Number two, Moodle site registration. Moodle site should be ready. The checklist also you can keep that. I think I will try to cover 2 hours, because the same thing which I am going to cover in 6 hours tomorrow for the National Law University, I will try to cover in 2 hours here. Okay, and step by step guide also I requested you to please go through that. That will be very much helpful. And there is a task list also there. Okay, let's understand the Moodle. It is basically an abbreviation. It's a modular, object-oriented, dynamic learning environment, and it is neither Noodle nor Moodles, not module. Okay, it's Moodle. Okay, there is no ing form, there is no s form into that. So what all we can do with Moodle? Where we can use? We can use Moodle for offering blended learning process. We can use Moodle for the flipped classes. We can offer an online course. We can offer MOOC courses. We can only conduct assessments. We can only share the resources. We can only conduct tomorrow the group discussion in GD and PA are very important for our management student selection. If you want to use the Moodle, can be done, and if you want to conduct any only assessment, can be done. There are many such things are. So it's basically a learning management system, and it is 15 years old, and it is being used across India. It is being used very effectively, and across the world, not India. And 150 million people are using. And what is important is last paragraph. Read for a minute. What is the power of Moodle, which I want to show? So anyone can use, extend, modify Moodle for both commercial and non-commercial projects without any licensing fee. That is the power of Moodle. So what are the different ways to install the Moodle? First option, I think somebody is asking me a question. You can register a free Moodle cloud site. कोई झंझट नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, आराम से कर सकते हो. उनके प्लेटफॉर्म को यूज करके आप चला सकते हो अपने नाम से प्लेटफॉर्म. उसके लिए आपके सामने दो ऑप्शंस है, दो विकल्प है. एक तो genomio.com, very good, it is working. Or if you go for a moodlecloud.com, it is again perfectly working. Then second question, you can download the Moodle software, install it on your local computer. It takes a little longer time. And you can also install the Moodle and run it in an institutional computer lab. Or you can hire the domain and website hosting. Like I pay little money about Professor K. Srinivas.in domain registration. It is working. And what are the main features which we are going to use in Moodle? Tomorrow I try my best. Because जो चीज 6 घंटे में पढ़ाना मैं 2 घंटे में कोशिश करता हूं, but I can demonstrate. I wish, I am always believe in parallelly working, so that whatever I say, if you can implement, I will give some time also to do that. There are several separate logins for student, teacher, and administrators. It is a complete login base. Every step is audited in Moodle. Second thing is assignment submission system is there. This open book examination can be conducted effectively. There is a discussion forum for the collaborative learning, and the teachers can upload and students can download the files to support the learning. And grading and assessment can be done. Instant messaging, online calendar, online news and announcements, online quiz, wiki and forum for the collaborative learning, self and peer assessment. All these things can be done very effectively and easily in the help of Moodle learning management system. What makes the Moodle special? Number one, most commercial learning management systems are tool-centered, whereas Moodle is a learning-centered. And the tool-centered learning management systems gives a list of tools as interface, whereas Moodle builds the tools into the interface that makes the learning task central. Okay. What is the advantage? Open source, no licensing upgrade cost, popular worldwide, extensive online documentation, ever growth from strength to strength, never out of the line with the latest technology. Next, what are the typical, Moodle runs on roles. There are 3 important roles: administrator, teacher, and the students. What is in it? What are typical teachers with the teachers with teacher roles will do? They will create online courses, upload files and listen. This is what typically we'll do tomorrow. We will give an exposure towards how do we create the discussion forums, create online test and examinations, divide students into the classes, and of course chat sessions also. What a learner can do tomorrow, I think that also we will see. At least we need one or two learners in this course, could be so that they will be temporary learners in my course, and I will going to show you how exactly it works. They will follow the lessons, they will follow the chat sessions, they upload the homework and test, they can take part into the forums, right? This is what in nutshell I'm going to say in the Moodle learning management system. Let's see the next 5 minutes if they have any questions, comments are there. I wish to handle that. Uh, does online course need affiliation from any university? No, no, nothing, no, nothing. It's I think there's a question from Dr. Anita Jain. Nothing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can straight away use it instead of teaching face to face. You can go for online. That's all. This is what I'm saying. And can you share the steps by step list again? Step by
So
step.
that has been taken care, sir. We
Yeah,
have
yeah,
put
yeah,
it. We
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah,
provided.
yeah. Share the all the presentations. I think if you visit my site, profk.srinivas.in, all the details are available over there. I don't see any question as such. I think, friends, we had one some fruitful day today, and
Sure,
uh,
sir.
and I a certain task I will giving to you, and so that I have already given for you, so, and I request you to come prepare for tomorrow's class, and so we will have if possible, what I request you to please give some time for them to practice, because in the 2 hours time, only if I lecture it and demonstrate, hardly it takes half an hour, it will be through. I want you should do this needful, and that can be done. And yeah, and tool to record online lectures. Yes, if you are using Zoom, there is a recording facility. If you are using Jitsi, Jitsi is a free recording facility is there. If you are having a Gmail account, Google Meet is by default available, which is having a recording facility. Okay, and somebody is asking, please share your page link. Yeah, it's profk.srinivas.in, and some useful resources I have posted over there. If you're interested, you kindly use that resources, and you can use the resources, you can reuse it, revise it, remix it. No need to give any attribution to me. Okay, and but is
Sure.
what is important to me is you should but my only small request and very sincere request is, whatever you learned in this FTP, you try to put another 5 people, at least 50% of that, at least 20% of that, and try to do the hand holding, and don't laugh at others, and be patient, and try to be much useful and helpful. I think I can stop it here, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. No problem, sir.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
one more, sir, one little question. Like, you have talked about your PPT. So, is
Hmm.
your PPT available on your site?
Yes, everything is available.
Okay.
Not only my PPT, entire reading material, whatever I've been sharing, is available over there, and they
Right.
can they can use it. Absolutely,
Uh,
absolutely. I'm neither demanding any source and reference, nor charging anything.
mm,
So you're free to use it. Not at all a
right.
problem as
So
such.
one last question, which is visible to me, sir.
Hmm.
Is Dr. Sudeep asking, can it be used like you said that the resources are free to use, but can they be used for online mode as referred by UGC?
Yes, yes. I think if you can teach a particular semester,
Mhm.
because if you teach a particular semester, then you can claim your APA scores, and of course you can also do it all these things in that case. Yes, but what is important is you should follow all the structures. like it should be a four quadrant approach, and it should support the collaborative learning, it should support the team building, it should support many other factors, and creative assessments can be created. And if it is the case, and definitely you can support all these things. And definitely I must tell you that I am the first person tomorrow, if your organization are going, don't do it, please tell me, I will support you, provided if you match all these requirements. Yes, you can.
Right, sir. So, sir, with your permission, we shall end it here. And it is
Yes.
really, really nice of you, sir, that you have stretched yourself. After teaching for 19 hours, you said yesterday. You have been teaching 19 hours, you said that for last 95 days,
Yes,
approximately. And
almost.
now, and you, sir, this
And,
is
and,
only,
and today is almost more than. I started around 8:45 in the morning. It was 7 o'clock in the evening. It
yes,
is
sir.
almost good. No, it is for our cause. It is
Yes,
for our teaching community.
yes,
Okay, in this Corona kind of pandemic time, of course, we have been only be talking about the warriors who are fighting at the hospitals and medical staff. Yes, and we can also do like this. That is more important.
sir. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, sir. We have really, really enjoyed it. It was very insightful and very informative and very engrossing, sir. Not even a minute. We were always on our toes. Sir. We're learning so much. So thank you so much, sir. We are eagerly looking forward for your tomorrow's session.
And
Thank
again, I request that we'll start around 5:10, because tomorrow was again a long day for me from there.
you.
So
Right.
I will try to finish by 4:45, and so that at least I need a breathing time of 10-15 minutes. So we will be starting the session at 5:10, and I will go up to 7:10 or 7:30. That's not a problem as such.
So
Okay.
not an issue, sir. Right, sir.
Yeah. Thank
So
you. Thank you very
thank you,
much.
sir. So dear
You.
participants, we'll be meeting at 5:10 tomorrow. Right.
How do I stop it?
Sir, I'm stopping it. You can simply log out.
Yeah. Thank
Right.
you. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much. Okay, everybody, good night. See you tomorrow.